Hello YouTube, Tank Setups here, and I am bringing you a little setup video on my tank, what I've got running, and other stuff like that. So let's get right into it. I'll tell you my stock. I have two lovely blood parrotfish, three guarmies, there's two of them right there. Oh, never mind, there's a third one. A convict, or two convicts, one swimming back there, and one right there. But you can't see him. That sucks. Hopefully he comes out. Now you can kind of get a little glimpse of him right there. And then a Jack Dempsey, and I don't know where he just went. Oh, he's right there. He's a big fella. And then that's, if you can see that little tail right there, that's a striped Raphael catfish. And then right there is a Cory catfish. I don't know if you can see him from over here. And he's sitting right in that little crack right there. Okay. Now, on to what I'm running. I've got a couple of PMs saying my tank looks really clear, and indeed it is very clear. Or other people saying, oh, how do you keep your tank so clear, and stuff like that. The quality on the camera is not that good, so it might have like a tint of green because of the little plants right there. But basically what I'm running for my filters is a Fluval power filter. It's up to 70 gallons. It's like the 40 to 70 gallon generic hang on the back version. And then a Topfin 20 gallon carbon filter. And then I have the green killing machine UV sterilizer, but it's pretty cheap. It's not really I wouldn't really call it a UV sterilizer. I'd call it like a UV clarifier because I mean, you can't even, like, when you disassemble it, you can't even like look at the sleeve of the UV light. Like you can't physically touch the UV light. It's stuck inside that little plastic cartridge thing, and it's really hard to see because the side of the tank's dark. But anyways, so I mean, it's more of a clarifier. I mean, it helps my water, but there's one that'll it's not really a secret. I mean, people have already done it, but just in case you don't know, in my Fluval, I have 4 media inside of it. I have the sponge at the bottom, a carbon filter thing. It's just carbon filter. And then in between the carbon filter and the biomedia, I have 2 sleeves for a carbon filter. So, like, here, I'll show you. So I just buy these for the carbon, for the sleeves. These things right here. Yep, that's, you just stick the little thingy, the frame inside, and then pour some carbon in there, and it's a carbon filter. But that's not what I use it for. I stick it underneath the biomedia, and it sucks up everything. Like, that's how my water stays so clear. It's just hard to explain. Like, anything and everything that goes through there gets caught in these because it's so fine. Another thing I've heard of you can use, but don't take my word for it, is you can buy a cheap pillow and pull out the stuffing in there and then put it in your tank. But, you know, I mean, these work just as good, and it's meant for a fish tank, so I'm not sure I would use the pillow. But yeah, and then on my carbon filter, I just have a carbon filter running, but I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I might consider, after this carbon filter dies, or after I get rid of all of the 20-gallon filters, turning that into a media filter. And, you know, I don't know, maybe you guys can leave some comments, but, oh, there's my other convict. If you guys want to see him, he's pretty big. I think I've already shown him in other videos. But anyways, if you guys would like to leave a comment or something, I'm thinking about turning it into a media filter. I know it's possible. I mean, I could stock it with the same stuff I have in the 70-gallon. I just have to make all of the stuff a little bit smaller. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, because, you know, carbon filters don't last as long as media filters, if you guys don't know that, because like the carbon can only be in the water for so long before it starts to not decompose, but it just starts to stop doing its job. So like eventually the carbon will get so run down that it'll start releasing the bad bacteria and the toxins and stuff. I don't know if it's toxic, but it could be back into the water, and it'll start making your water really cloudy. So that's the problem. Carbon filters are really expensive. Granted, I mean, you can, as long as your tank is clean, you can keep a biofilter running with the same stuff in it for at least 5 weeks. That's what I would say. Everybody says, oh, you need to change at least one thing in it per month. But you know what? If your tank is looking good, the levels are perfectly fine, why would you change it? I mean, you're going to take away beneficial bacteria, and then that may result in a um, bacterial bloom or a nitrate or ammonia spike, and then it could really affect your fish. So, I mean, that's really all I have to say about my tank setup. If you guys have any comments, concerns, questions, just please um, leave a comment or PM me. I mean, if you have any questions about my tank and you don't want to comment about it, you can just PM me at Tank Setups. And yeah, that's about it, guys. See you later.